Good evening, Boise. Jon Kirk coming to you live from my living room. Tonight we'll be talking about a very hot button issue that has been thrown around lately in the newspaper by the public, but one that has not necessarily been analyzed or dug into deeper. Well, I got out my shovel and did some digging to bring you the truth about high stakes standardized testing. To begin, what is high stakes standardized testing? Who does it impact? Why is it going to be implemented? Is it even going to be implemented? There's no one out there asking these questions. Until now. High stakes standardized testing is a form of testing that basically will decide whether a student graduates or fails, will get their diploma or get nothing. Imagine imagine our school district where two students, both trying their hardest, one a C student, one an A student. One happens to be good at testing, one happens to be poor at taking tests. And now imagine these students both taking the same tests, ready to graduate out of high school, get into college, and try their darndest to meet their dreams. One takes the tests and passes. The A student, he's always been good at testing. One takes the test and fails. And he, while not unintelligent or lazy, just is naturally a poor test taker. He doesn't receive his diploma. If high-stakes standardized testing is implemented, this is the world that we're looking to be living in. Fortunately, in a recent article in the Idaho Statesman, this sort of high-stakes and low-reward system is not going to be implemented, says the Statesman, for at least another few years. The bill got pushed back and will not be implemented for at least 2018. It will be looked at again, see if it's the right solution. Anyway, to dig deeper, I interviewed two teachers from the local area, Elaine Koenig of East Junior High and Roxy Kirk of Capitol High School. Starting with Elaine, what did she have to say about the issue? She was adamantly against high-stakes standardized testing and thought it marginalized not only the students but the teachers themselves. It creates a system where there is a severe disparity in the students' education, where gaps are created where they're not necessary. It creates a system where a student's natural ability surpasses that of what they can learn and what they can achieve. It's a cookie cutter system, is the way she used to describe it. A system that promotes black and white thinking. Either you pass or you fail, and there's no middle ground. Now, this reporter agrees very much, but she also thought there was a lack of time and resources available to teachers to implement this at this time. The budget is sadly low for the Boise school districts across the board, and this would increase the budget by having to compel all students to learn the same information. Now, the public is largely in favor of this because it would create accountability in their eyes and show them where their tax dollars are really going. But they, of course, are not on the inside of the issue like these teachers are and don't really understand it. Looking further, I interviewed Roxy Kirk, a teacher from Capitol High School, who had a slightly different opinion. While she agreed that high-stakes standardized testing might not be the best solution to creating a environment where no child is left behind, she believes that the Common Core that the issue is trying to address is in fact a good idea. Now, this Common Core would create a district and indeed nation that would allow students to move from one place to another and pick up right where they left off. They would learn all the same information and would feel a lot less marginalized if they would have to go to a different area and pick up their education in a different region, as this reporter did, coming from California and moving to Boise. It was a tough transition, and a lot of the information was either relearned or had not learned the prerequisites thereof. So, this reporter's opinion, humbly, high-stakes standardized testing, not the way to go, but a Common Core, something that would create universal accountability for students and teachers, is a good idea and should be implemented in our district and in the nation. Jon Kirk, signing out. Good night, Boise.